Hello, welcome to another TeachQuest video guide. I'm Professor Andrew, and in today's video, we're going to go over the RAID system. So, what is the RAID system? Simply put, the RAID is a knowledge assessment tool. Essentially allows you to quiz your students on whatever material that you would like to assess their competency on. So, it's a little bit more complicated than some of our other features. Before we even get to start a RAID, which you can access through your dashboard, we actually have to build it. So, to build a RAID, you go into RAID event, you hit new RAID, you can do manual creation or auto-generated. This pulls from your question bank, which we'll go over in a little bit. But I'm gonna just click on manual creation here. So I'm gonna make a math quiz. I can put a description here so I can quickly kind of refresh my memory of what the purpose of this is. I'm gonna say it's for multiplication. Generally, with our RAIDs, they are a bit, a bigger undertaking for our students. So I'm just going to give it a good amount of XP, a good amount of gold in the system. I'm going to have my monsters appear on this creepy tunnel-looking RAID environment. Then I'm just going to hit next. I can select how many monsters I want. I'm just going to select 2 monsters. So generally, monsters occur before bosses. It builds up. So you have small monsters, and then you get to the big boss battle. So I'm going to just say there's 2 monsters for this RAID. I'm going to make them look like this for the first one, and this guy for the second. So I got some lizardy monsters for my classroom to battle. Next, see, I have all my questions here that I've already pre-built in essentially our question building bank, our question bank, which I have built. And so for these monsters, I'm just going to have, as this is multiplication, I'm going to put 10 times 10 here. I'm going to do 9 times 9 here. And these are the first 2 questions. And then I'm going to go to next. And now I get to select my boss. So I have some lizard bad guys. So I'm going to say they have a lizard boss. Go over here. The boss has 100 health as a default right there. And so I need to essentially have at least 100 health worth of damage. So I have, let's see, I think it's 5 more questions. No, 4 more questions already pre-built from my multiplication tables. If I want to be able to deal 100 total damage, I only have 40. And as you can see here, I have a warning which says I don't have enough damage assigned to defeat this boss. So I need to add a few more questions. So when you're setting yours up, if there's not enough questions in your question bank, you can always add them in on the fly here. So I'm going to stick with some multiple choice. I'm going to make this very easy. I already know I have 40 damage, so I'm going to do 1 times 1, and that's going to deal, I'm going to give myself some margin of error here, 90 damage. And my options are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we all know the answer is 1, so I select that over here. I can select the difficulty of this question. Obviously, it's very easy. And the reason you can select difficulty is you can build quizzes with a mix, or hard quizzes, easy quizzes, whatever or I guess I should say hard RAIDs, easy RAIDs, whatever you may want, or that mix. Once that's all there, I'll just save that question. Look right there, I'm just going to add it to the boss, and now I have 130 damage worth of questions versus a boss health of 100. And here you can see I have 5 questions assigned. So for the sake of this walkthrough, I'm just going to leave it there. I'm going to hit next. I get my summary. So my RAID is called my math quiz. The description is the multiplication quiz. I'm giving out 100 XP, 100 gold. It's in this underground layer. I've got some monsters. I got bosses. I can see what questions have been assigned, and I just hit create RAID. So once your RAID's created, then you hit start RAID in game. Right there, math quiz is right there. So I'm going to hit start. Now I can select who's participating. I can have 1 student, a random team of students, everyone, or a fully randomized event, which will pick one of these. So just for this, I'm just going to select everyone as if this was an open class forum. So maybe I want to have the whole class engage in a little bit of fun activity where we go through some questions together. So this would allow everyone to do that. So once I've selected which model of setup I want, I'm going to hit everyone for this one. I'm going to hit start RAID. Get a little bit of music here. We see our bad guy. First question was 10 times 10, 100. Boom. Monster defeated. So this guy's out. Here we go, 9 times 9. Let's say, I'll just show you what it looks like when you get it wrong. So I'm going to select 72, incorrect answer. Now, all my students who are in the raid taking damage from said monster. So I'm going to close that. And I'm going to select the right answer. Okay. So now I'm to my boss. Okay. So what do we got? We got 8 times 8. Dealt some damage there. Right. 6 times 6. 36. Alright, 7 times 7. Let's get this wrong. So let's go 56. Boom. There we see, again, one of my students took some damage. There are defenders on the team, so we can have a defensive spell. So it uses the team elements. I'm just going to give that defense. But our character takes some damage there. And then I'll go back here. So 25 here. More damage dealt. And this was the one that we pre-built on this video. 1 up times 1. Got advantage 1. And huzzah, we've taken out our monster, our boss. So as you can see, there's that 1,000 experience, 1,000 gold awarded, and everyone in the class received that automatically applied to their characters. So that will now exist. In fact, if I were to click on Play TeachQuest, you can now see, look at all these students now with all this experience earned, and you can also see the damage they've taken. So you can see the health here. If I just close the Play TeachQuest screen, you can also see that over the course of the day, 365 damage was taken. No healing was done, and the class's average health is 67.6. So that's how that's all set up. Just very quickly, as I mentioned, I was pulling questions out of our question bank, so you can pre-insert your questions rather than create them on the fly in the raid by clicking on questions. Here's all the questions I created as far as for this video, as well as the one that we created on the fly, our 1 times 1. I had the difficulty, the damage assigned, when it was created, and I can all kind of filter through that to quickly find what I'm looking for. I also can upload questions via CSV just to make it easier for creation. So that's our raid system. Very popular. Students love doing battle in the system, and I hope your students do as well. So that's it for this video. Again, as always, hope to see you in our Discord. It's a great opportunity to talk to other teachers, talk with people building TeachQuest, provide some feedback, make me ask us for some features that don't currently exist, report a bug or two if you find one. And yeah, it's just a great opportunity to talk about TeachQuest, what we're doing in our classrooms, and how we're leveraging the tool. So really hope to see you there. Until next time.